What? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 184th day of 2024. Yes, we've turned the corner on the year. The first half is gone. Welcome to Punchlines. I'm your host, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan, and today's show will be more exciting than the Air Hockey World Championships. Yes, they have them, Ryan, and he found it. There it is. So look at the technique here. Matt, are you a player of this?
Not to this level.
No, these guys. So look, they do this whole side, and then
bam. 7-5 Nathan.
Guy wins. My sister was the boys and girls champ. Her name was up on a wall back in 1977. She was very good at it. I didn't realize there were world championships. And I like the caption, professional air hockey is no joke.
5 match
Watch
point.
how serious they take this.
God, cat-like.
And so you got to have the long reach, probably. Guys. I would. And here's the winning shot, and watch him go nuts. Come on! Come on! By the way, Topps will probably have trading cards soon of air hockey heroes.
Naturally.
Behind the glass, he's like, this is the whole new theme I'm doing, not the Ryan B's anymore. Behind the glass, he's like the high-octane gasoline in your car, which helps keep the show running smoothly until we pull it into the garage. It's our producer, Ryan B. McCormick. Ryan, what's under the hood for tonight's show? Today's show.
Well,
Yeah.
it is Tuesday, so we do have a Top 5 Tuesday,
We
little
do.
trivia for you and Matt.
Right.
It is also a Tops Tuesday.
Tops
so we're gonna
Tuesday.
be breaking a pack of Tops cards after a special mention of something historic that happened over the weekend. And then lines of the night from each of us. And
Love it.
Some other
Pack
fun
show.
content.
Yes.
Yeah.
And first of all, by the way, Topps.
2 guests.
With 2 guests. And by the way, Topps, we love you. Why don't you send us a free box of cards? We'll open them up on the show. Topps Tuesday could be an official thing.
Just the one?
Yes, a case of cards. All right, so we're gonna cut this clip. We're gonna send it to him. All right. Anyway, it is a Tuesday, as Ann, our director, has pointed out. It's a matinee, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, he's so busy. We're lucky to have him here on the show. Matt Everett is here. Yay, Matt.
Yay.
Matt we had a thin day for picks yesterday.
Yep.
There was only 2 baseball games by the time we started the show.
Yeah.
We threw Milwaukee out there kind of in desperation. We went with Milwaukee because who was here again yesterday?
Greg Vaughn.
What do you call him, though?
Former Brewer. Oh, Vonnie.
Vonnie, yeah.
Former
Middle of the
Brewer.
interview, Ryan's like, so Vonnie. And I'm like, whoa, stop the show.
I said, sorry, Vonnie.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Vonnie. I'm like, wait.
Frank's
I'm
shirt,
like,
and he was like, where's mine?
did Ryan just call you Vonnie? I'm like, is that cool? He's like, yeah, Vonnie. I'm like, can I call you Vonnie? He's like, yeah.
It sounds like he was apologizing ahead of time just in case. Yeah.
You just add a Y, and there it is. So anyway, we gave out the Milwaukee Brewers because he's in the Hall of Fame over Milwaukee. Didn't work out. They lost in extra innings, which I didn't even know about because I was busy at the ballpark with the gentleman sitting to the right here, Matt Everett, who does a phenomenal job of play-by-play at the Aviators game. Solo, by the way, all by himself. I got to join him for an inning and a half, and it was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun, yeah. And you saw a lot of offense in that inning.
I did, yeah. It was like it was 1-0 game, I think, and when I left, it was 6-5 or something.
A bunch of home runs and
saw a grand slam from Seth Brown.
Yep, Seth Brown doing a phenomenal job since being optioned down. He's not going to be here too much
He
longer.
can't. Was it 19 RBIs in like 11 games?
Yeah, he's been here 11 games, has 7 home runs, 19 batted in, a bunch of extra base hits. Keep an eye on the timing around the Major League All-Star break. That's when a lot of moves will happen, especially ones that teams kind of want to do under the table, as if to say, hey, we messed up. Come on back, buddy.
Under the table. You get paid under the table. Does anyone remember that?
Oh,
yeah. Okay, yeah. That was a big deal in high school, though. Dude, you can do this job. You get paid under the table.
You know, in minor league baseball,
$3.35 an hour under the table.
You end up working a lot of random off-season jobs in minor league baseball, especially at the lower levels. So my last under-the-table job was as a mover in New Hampshire, and I would get paid with an envelope of cash every week. It was great.
There you go. Well, stand-up, we get a lot of under the table. And speaking of stand-up, our special guest who will be on the show in the second half of the show, we're going to have the one and only Kathleen Dunbar is here, ladies and gentlemen. Very funny woman who will be promoting a show she's doing this weekend in Vegas. I believe it's at Ellis Island, which has the best ribs in Las Vegas. Are you aware of the ribs over there?
I had not been.
Ellis Island's solid.
It is. I don't want to drop names, but Chris Harrison and I used to eat ribs over there all the time. Yeah. Everyone's like, who's that? You know who Chris Harrison is, The Bachelor. Anyway, Matt, what do you have cooking for 12:36?
I got a couple of picks. Yeah, a couple of baseball plays I feel really good about. I'm going back to the well with the Dodgers run line. I gave that out last week, and they only won by 1, so we're hoping for another shot this week.
All right, there's a weird odor over here, and I don't know if it's my jacket or something. Did Jeff eat? I don't know. What in the microphone? I don't know.
Caden's got jerky.
What's that?
Caden's got jerky.
Is that it?
It's emanating.
Is that it? Do you smell it?
No.
Okay, there's something going on.
I'm just trying to be a good sport.
Something I don't necessarily smell, but something I sense. I'm sensing something. The presence is strong. I feel Kathleen Dunbar is here. I feel Caitlin Clark is in Las Vegas right now.
That she is.
She is here tonight. She's doing a huge concert over at the T-Mobile tonight.
One night residency.
She's going to come out. She's going to come out
Some kind of
and she's going to sing a few songs and then she's going to play basketball. But it's going to be sold out over there.
Your dog's going.
Drew Dog, you're going? Are you going with Vonnie? Because Vonnie was talking about going. Von's like, oh, if Gary Payton gets me tickets. I'm like, he's talking about Ricky Henderson's his buddy.
Yeah.
Who else was Sheffield? Yeah, and it's like, oh, Gary Payton. I'm like, the glove is your ticket guy?
And the Drew Dog.
And the Drew Dog with 5 Gs now, ladies and gentlemen.
5 Gs.
We added a 5th G after the montage, which I went home and rewatched because I was talking to Greg during it, and I want to pay the respects to the work that goes into those. And it was very funny. Funniest line was Matt Neverett when we showed the picture of my sister on her birthday, and we were both in like it was 1977, Easter Sunday. We both had like white outfits, and Matt's like, are you guys in a cult? That was the funniest line of the week, Matt.
I'll take it.
That was very funny.
It's about the small victories.
It is about the small victories. So also, I want to see if has anyone noticed a different look to the show? Everyone in the chat room. I know Mini Dar's there. Mini Dar says, Matt Neverett, we will say we knew him before doing TV for pro games.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Which I mentioned.
That'd be great.
I feel like it will happen without a doubt. Ryan says before he goes Hollywood. Okay. All right.
That works too.
Matt Neverett for play-by-play for the White Sox, says Keith Lyle.
That's the Keith Lyle
He wants you to start in the minor leagues, apparently.
Hey, I'm already there.
Exactly. And Lucky roster man Matt Neverett will be calling the Vegas A's. Oh.
We'll see.
There you go. Yes, Lucky, yes, I'm not going to mention that. 5G is a lot for such a young man, Drew Dog. All right, speaking of funny stuff, which will happen later when we have Kathleen and throughout this show, we usually do the comedy clip of the day, but yesterday we did the coolest clip of the day. What was yesterday's clip that was really cool? Oh, the drone shot through the draft. So we kind of have another cool one, which is based on, hold on, are we still trying to get free tops? It's a Tops Tuesday. So we did this with Tops, and Ryan, why don't you set up this clip? This is pretty cool.
Yeah, so trainer, also girlfriend of Dodgers pitcher.
What do you mean trainer?
She is a like a fighting trainer.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Girlfriend of Bobby Miller, starting pitcher for the Dodgers today.
Who's pitching tonight?
Decided to go to a Dodgers game, buy a pack of cards, and open it. And you have a guess
who
of
do you
who her
think
first
the
card
first card was? This is, you can't reseal these packs. Oh, look, you have okay, there she is buying it. Is that a kiosk that she bought them from?
Like a self-service one?
That is phenomenal.
More and more ballparks are going to that.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
I think the first one that I ever saw it at was at the Trop in Tampa.
Wow. Oh, look at that.
Bingo.
First pack she opens is her boyfriend. All the other wags.
The wag section.
The wag section.
What the hell?
She could probably get him to sign it, I would think.
I would hope, yeah.
I mean, probably increase the value. I'd be like, hey, I got a card to you. But Bobby Miller pitches tonight for the Dodgers. What are the Dodgers right now currently?
Dodgers are laying 185, at least on the sheet that I have.
Yep.
And that's against?
That's against the Diamondbacks in L.A.
Oof.
After a day off yesterday for both teams.
All right. Bobby Miller, it's good. That's a great thing. And we'll be opening some cards later. Matt and Ryan and I, we got Ryan ran out and bought some cards. It's Tops Tuesday.
Now, if I get a Bobby Miller as my first card, does that mean that I get to be his boyfriend?
Yes.
There we go.
We can make a call.
I'm ready.
All right. So anyway, Tops Tuesday. What else? Such a great clip. Ryan bought some cards.
Today's date.
Today's date, yes. Today's date is July 2nd. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7-2. I want to point out that we will be here. We haven't really talked. We will be here on the 4th of July. Let's just go as far as the 4th for now. We will be here on the... We don't know.
Day to day. Day to day.
We're going day to day. We'll be here tomorrow, July 3rd. Alex White will be here. Be the last time Alex is on the show for like a week and a half. Thursday, we'll be here with Jeff Parrs. We will be here Thursday. July 4th. Ryan, I can't wait to see what kind of red, white, and blue thing you're going to pull out.
Probably won't be anything different than I've already worn.
Has anyone noticed the difference in the stage real quick? Let's hear. No.
No.
So minimal.
No.
Like,
No.
look at your shot.
No.
We're red now. We put red. We're doing red lights. Put on the red light. Oh, can I sing that? Jerry,
Roxanne.
we're going to get tagged?
Yeah. Jerry.
Oh. Now
Fair
it
use.
really
Fair use.
pops. So it's July 2nd, and on July 4th, we will be doing a show July 4th. Jeff Parles will be here. But also, we've been keeping this under wraps. We have a hot dog eating contest. I don't want to tease it, but it's already been shot. It's already done. Can we say who the matchup is? Should we say who the matchup is?
Sure.
Okay. So we have on-air talent. You were not here for this.
I wasn't. I was out of town.
We have people who are on the show as regular hosts or guest hosts against the people behind the glass, as we call it. in a relay hot dog race contest that we did. Chris Andrews is involved. Alex was there. Jeff was doing play-by. Jeff got out of doing it, claimed he had to get blood work done that day.
So he did the play-by-play.
He did the play-by-play, and he did very well. So
How dare
anyway,
you look out for his lifelong health?
Yes, exactly. So July 4th, you will see our hot dog eating contest in conjunction with the Nathans. So there you go. It was a lot of fun doing it. So
the relay race is the most athletic thing that's been done on this show. That includes the golf tournament that you weren't able to make.
Or where's the 8-minute mile from Jeff Parles?
Yeah.
Did that ever happen?
I haven't seen that yet.
That's just kind of just kind of faded away, hasn't
Out
it?
there in the ethos, yeah.
Anyway, it's July 2nd. All right, we like to look at the national days. I know a lot of people do it, but no one does what we do. No one turns them all into one fantastic AI picture. Today is made in the USA. USA. National I Forgot Day. Okay, I don't know.
Been there, done that.
And it's also National I Forgot Day. I forgot that I read it. That would be the joke. Usually Ann would give me a good fake laugh there.
Oh, sorry.
And it's also World UFO Day. Caden sits behind there. He takes them all. He puts them into a computer. What do we have today for Made in the USA Day, I Forgot Day, and UFO Day? There you go. So let's try to figure this out.
Interesting.
It's a guy. The guy realized he forgot. What did he forget?
What did he forget?
I think he's being.
Or is he being beamed up?
Yeah.
He forgot he was being beamed up.
All right. So the one on the right is this is the best one.
His memory's being beamed.
His memory's being beamed. But the one on the right's the best because it's a UFO. But hey, don't be afraid of it. It's got the American flag on it.
America.
It's friendly. America. I'm not getting my fourth swear word. I know what you're trying to do. They're trying to bait me. Anyway, so there's a UFO Day, and it's sucking up. Is that an El Camino? It's trying to suck up into its beam there. I don't really see how the I Forgot Day. I don't know. Who knows?
It's the look in his eyes.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, do you believe in UFOs? That's my
Of course.
question. You do?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything?
I haven't, but that doesn't stop me from believing in every other aspect of my life, too.
They keep releasing those like footage, the naval footage. By the
Yeah.
way, what are they shooting that with, a BlackBerry? I understand these are like $500 million jets. Honestly, the footage is like black and white. Like right here, I could shoot better footage from the bomber. But
Could you do it while you're flying a plane, though? The one hand on the wheel, one hand on the phone.
Hit autopilot, man. Just autopilot. And the little thing in
This
space,
isn't
like
a Spirit Airlines
like in the
flight,
movie
Frank.
Airplane.
This isn't
No, you'd have
Spirit.
to pay extra for that
Yeah.
on Spirit. Ryan, question to you. I've known you for 187 shows. I don't know if you've ever discussed this. It's very controversial to talk about on the air in an election year. Do you believe in UFOs?
The ayahuasca has told me yes.
The ayahuasca. He's hanging out there in
really?
Rogers.
Have you partaked?
No,
Partook?
no.
Okay.
No, but yeah.
Yes, Aaron
There's
Rodgers
definitely-
himself believes he has seen a UFO. My mother, who's watching, if she comments, she's the person who goes by R. I don't know if she's there, but anyway, my mom and her friend Grace saw one. They were on the world's longest garage sale. It was from Alabama to like Pennsylvania, and they went. But I also want to point out that they would drink a lot during these trips. So I don't
Usually
know.
that's who the UFOs show up to.
Yeah. My mom swears they saw a UFO on like an interstate down south. So I don't know.
I believe
And
it.
UFO believer? Caden? Drew Dog?
Ooh, that wasn't very convincing.
So-
Yeah, I don't know.
Keith Lyle, UFOs? He had to be he had to go against everybody.
Of course.
I mean, I don't see how we can be alone.
That's what I kind of think too.
Yeah.
How could and all this footage? We'll ask Kathleen Dunbar later about her UFO experiences if she's had any. But I feel like we can't be alone, right?
Yeah.
That would be very selfish of us, and we're not so.
Ryan doesn't want to be alone. He just needs a hug.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
We'll get him a
Sometimes you
hug.
need one, man.
We'll get him a hug. Anyway, UFOs, there you go. All right, so what are we moving on to? Lines of the night, right?
Yep.
All right, let's do lines of the night. We have our guest, Matt Neverett, ladies and gentlemen. Where can they follow you, by the way?
At Matt Neverett on everything. Somehow there wasn't a lot of competition for those handles.
Okay. Are you on Snapchat?
I am on Snapchat.
I think I have Snapchat. Don't know how to use it.
I don't think I'm Matt Neverett on there. I made that
Yeah.
1,800 years ago.
I remember when it came out, my friends were like, hey, man, you got to get your name. Make sure. Yeah, like people are out stealing my name.
Frank Nicotero. It's in high demand. Yeah.
I mean, I do have a .com, right? Or a
Yeah.
.net. What is mine again?
Yours is .net.
I should be .net.
.gov. I did somehow steal
go to
MattNeverett.com.
franknicotero.com.
MattNeverett.com is mine.
There you go. Okay, so anyway, Matt, what is your line of the night?
My line of the night is money. and more specifically, the money that's going to be handed out to Jayson Tatum over the next handful of years. $314 million, which coincidentally
Weird
enough,
number.
314 is the area code for St. Louis, where
Missouri.
he's from.
Oh, no.
So he was. I was told originally that he was offered $315, asked for a pay cut of $1 million, so
What a
that he
guy.
could get $314
They can help-
million.
that can help him go on and
Had
get a
nothing to
veteran.
do with the team. He just wanted to have the cool number to
314.
match his hometown of St. Louis. Him and Matty Tkachuk, both from St. Louis.
That's
So
right.
yeah, Jayson Tatum, biggest deal in NBA history. $71 million, and I think that note at the bottom is just insane. The entire payroll of the NBA in the 83-84 season was $77 million. So he's making as much as the entire league did 40 years ago. And
Wow.
obviously times have changed, and the money being thrown around is crazy. My firstborn son will be playing basketball.
You're
I
playing
don't care if
basketball.
he's 5'4" or 6'8". He's
going
going
to
to
be Spud Neverett.
Yeah, I mean, my retirement plan's locked up. My
Yeah,
kid's
there you
either
go.
going to be in the NBA or I'm going to tie his right hand behind his back and he'll be a left-hand relief
That's
pitcher.
the other thing.
One of the two. He doesn't have a choice. Sorry, my future unborn
You're going to
son.
have a baby Jamie Moyer? Go
of
for
course, yeah. No, I need to retire somehow, and broadcasting isn't always paying the bills.
By the way,
so.
I'm going to steal that from Jayson Tatum for my renegotiation here.
Yeah,
412. I'm going to do $412 million.
there you go.
With South Point.
I think they can swing
Chris,
that.
are you listening? $412 million.
I think you're going to get $4.12.
I'm already making a little more than that now. all
Average
right?
it out to an
That
hourly
would be
rate.
a pay
Yeah.
cut. Yeah, Jayson Tatum. I mean, he won a ring. You get the ring, then you get the. I sound like Scarface. First you get the woman,
Yeah.
then you get the gun, or then you get the money, then you get the power.
Well, the money that the Celtics.
What?
Yeah, when do you get the cannoli?
Let's leave the gun,
answers?
take the cannoli. That's Godfather.
The Celtics starters are making like $1 billion over the next couple seasons.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. Get ready for $20 chicken tenders at TD Garden.
Yeah,
Well, so-
wicked hot.
We have a couple other things to mention with this Jayson Tatum.
Yes, please do.
So if we want to look at the comparisons in other sports, Jayson Tatum, the 5 years, $314 million,
Yo.
$62.8 million average annual value. Patrick Mahomes, 10-year deal, $450 million, 45 annual. Fernando Tatis, when he signed his 13-year deal for $340 million, $24.3 million a year. Bryce Harper, his 13-year deal,
That was
$330
huge
million
back
for
then.
25.4. So Jayson Tatum is making 314 in less than half the time that Fernando Tatis and Bryce Harper
That is incredible.
and Patrick Mahomes are making that kind of money. The entire Oakland A's payroll for this season
That's amazing.
is making $50,000 more than Jayson Tatum will make in one season. And then Austin Matthews, the highest paid average annual value for an NHL player, signed a 4-year, $53 million contract a couple years
Wow.
ago. The highest average annual value this season was Connor McDavid. He's making 12 and a half. So just
Wow.
the discrepancies in NBA to other sports.
Play basketball,
Hey,
kids.
Ann, can you go back to that real quick? There's a typo, Ryan. I always like the attention to detail, but if you could go back to that graphic real quick, the $63 million man. You have Oakland A's, not Vegas A's. It should be Vegas
They're
A's.
not Vegas yet.
Be the Vegas A's.
Gonna
So
be the
that's
Sacramento
your
A's.
error.
Monday montage right there. Drew, mark it. Him telling me it's my error.
And then Matt had brought up the Celtics roster. So on the left side, you'll get a look at the look of Jayson Tatum's year-to-year pay. And then on the right side, Jayson Tatum's contract, $314 million, 5 years. Jaylen Brown's contract, $285.4 million over 5 years. Drew Holiday's, $134 million
Jeez.
over 4 years. Derek White just got an extension, $125.9 million over 4 years. And Kristaps Porzingis, $60 million for 2 years. So a combined $919.7 million in contracts for the 5 starters in Boston.
By the way, that red backplate on the graphics that you make with the stripes, very good. Love it. You're always doing. Gave you a chef's kiss.
Thank
Looks
you.
good. What was that wrong? That's nice.
But
So $1 billion for the starter.
Crazy.
yeah,
And what does buying a bigger window mean?
championship
Like
window.
contending window, yeah. Well, their
Right,
window's
you-
just starting.
Yeah. Sorry. Sports show. I
Thinking
was like-
outside the box,
I thought-
outside the house.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Buying a bigger window. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you saw this. If you sent it to me, if we were talking, they figured out with inflation that Michael Jordan's contract, right? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Is still, if you adjust for inflation, he still was making a little more that final year with the Bulls or something. It was like
Yeah.
77
I
million.
think, yeah, it was either 77 or 71.
In today's
So
money.
it's- yeah,
Right.
just barely higher than Tatum.
And I sent this clip to Ryan. We're not going to show it. It's really not that. It's long or funny. There's that guy. Yeah, I know you did. The guy who can walk like Michael Jordan. Didn't you? You didn't think it was as funny as me because Michael Jordan has that really distinct walk,
especially when he's on the court.
Yeah, and this guy, there's a guy with like the hands out, and there's a guy that's just like walking through his backyard. I just thought it was really funny. Maybe we'll show it tomorrow. We'll tease it for tomorrow. We'll save it for Alex.
There you go, veteran move.
But it's just like, how did this guy think? All right, I'm going to post this, and of course, hundreds of thousands of hits.
Naturally,
so silly. All right.
So one final thing from the Celtics. They are going to be significantly over the luxury tax in the NBA. But they did announce that the ownership group is looking to sell their team.
Right.
So they're looking to sell a majority stake. It was bought by Wick Grossbeck and his Boston Celtics majority and the group for $360 million in 2002. And they are now looking to sell the franchise valued at $4.7 billion.
Wow.
So in 22 years, you go from $360 million to $4.7 billion.
What a return on your investment there.
Right. And I mean, this guy, I mean, the Celtics, like you said, they're going to have this big window. They will definitely be able to sell ticks. 3, 4, 5. Hold for applause. Okay.
Someone's a comedian.
Thank you. Comedians get it. Reno Paul, very funny, says Jayson Tatum, he could buy the WNBA with that much money. Probably could. That was very funny, Paul. Keith Lyle says the A's have to play twice as many games to make that Jayson Tatum money. There you go. Keith Lyle did that in the chat. Keith, you want to just do that joke on the mic? You want to come in real quick and just do it? He's right here. Go ahead, do it. Come on in. So there you go. Keith Lyle, dude, the A's have to do what?
So the A's have to play Las Vegas A's, Ryan's hometown team, has to play twice as many games to get that Jayson Tatum money.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
1 of 1.
That's his Seacrest out. 1 of 1. I love it. All right, my line of the night had something to do with baseball.
Yep.
As we know, I'm a particular fan of the Pittsburgh Pirates. We have O'Neal Cruz, who's 6'7", Aaron Judge, 6'7", and now the Judge is 6'7". That was in the chart I saw.
He's 6'7", yeah.
I saw you roll your eyes a little.
I was just thinking.
Yeah, well, I think he is. He's very handsome, 6'6.5".
He is 6'7".
6'7". So anyway, the third position player ever to be 6'7" was called up. This kid's electric. This kid, James Wood, not James Woods the actor. James Wood. And James Wood. So we have 3 6'7" players now in the major leagues. And what are we going to talk about Jason Wood? His first game or James Wood?
Yeah. So Frank's line. So he made his debut yesterday with the Nationals, and this is his first hit. 106.7 miles per hour off the bat.
Long at bat, worked a full count.
Yeah.
He also had a double later in the game
and then he did that dance
was able to be. He could have been the winning run for the Nationals, and then they ended up going extras and giving up, I think, 6.
They didn't even have to signal for the ball. Pete Alonso got it, threw it without even.
That's a vet.
Everyone usually on the bench does this. I think there's so much hype around this kid. Was he the number 2 prospect in the pipe?
He is now currently the number 2 overall prospect.
Who's number 1?
Jackson Holiday.
Oh, Jackson.
It would be Paul Skeens, except for he graduated from prospect eligibility.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
How is Holiday doing in the minors? I haven't.
He's been hurt, right elbow inflammation, but he's still the youngest player in AAA.
Yeah.
And when he was in the big leagues, he was the youngest
just
player.
Overmatched. Yeah. I mean, how many strikeouts did he have? It was a lot.
It was like almost 50% of his at bats. But Wood was one of the big returns in the Juan Soto trade.
Yes, he was.
So those are starting to come to fruition now. Mackenzie Gore, CJ Abrams. They still got 2 guys in the minor leagues. It was a 5-for-1 swap, and 3 of them now on the big league roster for the Nats.
Nats are about. Dave Martinez, good manager. He's got a ring.
Yep.
He's got the Nats. And the Nats are in the wild card picture because every team in the National League.
Yeah, so are the Rockies still.
Are they really? Technically, are they?
I mean, every team is in.
Every team is in. Very cool. All right, what else do you have here?
Well, so sticking with James Wood, we do have the video of him being told that he was being called.
Always a nice one.
I love these.
First of all, when you sent this to me, I'm like, wait, he's playing for Clemson?
Although no showmanship from the manager. Usually they try to mess with him a little bit.
Yes, I agree.
All he does here is say nice things and congratulate him. I mean, who wants that?
Yeah, no, you should be like, look, you got to work on some things, but you're going to do it in the major leagues.
We're going to trade you to Japan.
Yeah,
I've seen that one done before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. I've seen that one too. So anyway, he's going to the show.
Impactful player.
Obviously, the coach really likes Clemson.
You can tell by the accent.
Is that LaCroix? Did I read? It might be. Was it Jonathan LaCroix? That can't be him.
No. I forget who it is. This is the Rochester Red Wings.
Okay.
Longtime manager. I forget his name though.
Yeah, it's not Jonathan LaCroix. Anyway, get to it, dude. Jesus.
And don't ever change.
Again, all he's
change.
doing is saying nice things. You got to get him nervous a little bit. Come on, guy.
But you go into the show. All right? I'll see you. All right?
There it is. All right. And he's like, see, I'll never see you again, sir.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Deuces.
Going to the show. JR from the ballpark, I saw him last night, said hello to him. He says drum roll. Is he revealing something? I'm not really sure. I don't know. But anyway, go back to where you were. Sorry, Ryan.
I was just looking up the manager of the Red Wings.
I bet she has a cool nickname, like Pooch.
It is Matthew LaCroix.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
I remember reading the comments.
Not Jonathan.
It's not Jonathan LaCroix. Okay, that's
catcher, yeah.
I saw someone say LaCroix really didn't build the drama. I'm going, that's not. He really let himself go.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Different LaCroix. So technically, I was right, but I was also wrong. All right. So what do we have next, Ryan?
So my line of the night is something that we talked about yesterday. Wyatt Langford hitting for the cycle. Congratulations to Sean for winning.
Sean will be in tomorrow to collect his money, I believe.
Yeah, do we owe him money, or did we already pay into that?
We all threw $5 in there. Andy Martello threw an extra $5. So I don't, are you short?
I don't know. I wasn't here when you guys decided to do it, but I agreed.
You did.
All right, well,
yeah, because you have your team. There's 55 in there.
I think the money's right. Pot's right.
Yeah.
If you say so.
But Wyatt Langford is getting his own baseball card from Topps with a piece of a base from the game. It's a one-of-one card.
One of one!
And Topps will be giving out replica cards that obviously do not have a piece of the base. That kind of stuff. But
there's only 3 bases to pick from. They're going to run out of real estate. Yeah.
And again, I love Topps that the next day they have this card already printed, shipped. Boom. Love it. Boy, it would be nice to have a deal with Topps, wouldn't it? Maybe they'd send us how many cards? How many boxes?
All of them.
All cards. Send us all the cards so we can break them on the air. Okay, Wyatt Langford. Love the guy. I mean, I think he was drafted 3rd overall behind Cruz and Skeens, right? Rumors the Pirates were that. If they wanted a bat, maybe he was better. We got Skeens. I'm happy.
You want to get into the card break now?
Let's do it.
See if we can pull a...
Are we in?
Who wants to do it? Are we doing it at the same time, or should we do it one of one? One-on-one.
We can...
Simultaneous.
All right.
All right, here we go. If it's Bobby Miller, you get to date him.
Oh, it's not. I just get to date Carlos
this
Correa.
has got like this is a border with the Dylan Cease.
Refractory.
Yeah, refractory. Okay, there. What is
He's going today on my fantasy team.
There you go. And by the way, get a good look at him in this White Sox uniform.
Yeah.
Probably won't be in it in a week or two. But Dylan Cease, good one.
I got a good Chris Bryant, so now my back hurts.
Just holding that card up. I got Ozzie Albies. Let's see. I'm flipping it over. See if
Marco Luciano, who we just saw last week with Sacramento.
I was like, who?
Giants' #1 prospect.
Jock Peterson, Wilson Contreras.
Quinn Priester.
Yona Heim. Oh, okay. I'll save this one for last. Reds, and then some White Sox I've never heard of, but he's wearing the throwback.
Mike Trout.
Who is it?
Oscar Colas.
Oscar Colas. He's their top prospect.
Oh, I knew that.
He's been
By
up
the
and
way,
down.
here's the last card I'm going to show you on my pack. James Outman.
There you go.
I watched him play last
Saw
night.
it last night.
We saw him play for Oklahoma City last night. Ryan, what do you got?
I got Mike Trout. I got the Professor Kyle Hendricks. I've got Wally the Green Monster,
No way.
What?
the mascot for the Boston Red Sox.
My pack.
Oh, someone got the
And
winning pack.
a
my pack
refractor
sucks.
JT Realmuto.
Ooh.
Yeah, my
and
pack.
he's injured. Okay. What do you got?
My pack's no good.
Who's
I got,
your refractor
my
card?
refractory is Carlos Correa, who is
Having a good year.
depending on who you ask, over versus underrated.
Yeah.
I think he's underrated. A lot of people think that he's overrated.
Minnesota paid a lot of money for him.
Yeah, they did. I got the Chris Bryant backbreaker to the moon. Luciano, Quinn Priester. Woohoo.
What?
Quinn
got a
Priester,
pirate? Quinn Priester, who screwed me all year when I
Yeah,
bet
exactly. Weston Wilson of the Phillies, Forrest Wall of the Braves, Merrill Kelly of the D-backs, and Zach Neto of the Angels. Nobody really that exciting in mine.
All right, do you want to get this Outman one signed at the ballpark? You can do that.
I know where to find him at least.
You know where to find him. He'll be there tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I saw him. I saw
He
him
had a
hit
home run
homer for
yesterday.
yeah, he hit a home. I saw him hit a homer last
In
night.
your inning, yeah.
In my inning, I was
Yeah.
doing James Outman.
Just question about the Dodgers. Are we going to see Kershaw in this homestand?
No, he was shut down 2 weeks, week and a half ago.
They said 1 week, but now it's more.
He's probably going to be shut down for a little bit. They come back in August. Maybe then. Maybe they'll have Mookie rehabbing by then too. That would be huge. But yeah, no Kershaw this week either here or in Oklahoma City. The weird 3-game. First, second, third here, fourth, fifth,
Because
sixth
of the
there.
fourth, yeah. Ryan pointed out that every team gets like a 4th of July game, which is a genius move.
Yeah, except for Albuquerque.
Screw Albuquerque.
So Albuquerque and El Paso are playing a regular 6-game series in El Paso, who gets to host all 6. So they're going to have like 3 straight really, really good crowds just near the U.S.-Mexico border. Tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday.
No one in the country would know this except for Matt Everett. That's why he's here.
You can look out their press box and look into Mexico.
Come on.
I swear to God. I'm not making that up.
I can see Russia from here.
Yeah.
So anyway, JR from the ballpark, who I talk about all the time, and I fist bumped him on my way out. He says, drum roll, since the Aviators were on local TV and my DVR taped it, I was able to watch Frank sitting in the booth. Nice job, Frank. And worth hearing Frank go, ooh, when a batter gets hit by a pitch. Because
there was two.
It was two of them because it was Hoy Park got hit.
Yep.
Like hard. I went, ooh. Like, wasn't very professional. Matt kept his cool, hit by a pitch.
Yeah, but he's
walking
such a
down the
nice guy.
I'm like, oh, snap. Oh, damn.
He's dead. He
Why
killed
you
him.
hit Hoy Park? Why you do Hoy like that? So, there you go. Odds of seeing someone getting Moose Haas. I think he was in every pack I ever got. Moose Haas. I always got Dick Drago. Look up Dick Drago's card. Keith Lyle nodding yes. Moose Haas is a good one. It's a pitcher for the Brewers, I believe, Moose Haas. Yeah. Keith is also saying, do you want to nod on camera? Do you want to? Okay. All right, anyway.
we get the image.
And as Tommy points out, Carlos Correa has been crushing the ball.
Yeah.
Dean Hilt, I wish I had the baseball cards I use on my bike wheels to make a cool sound. We talked about this before. Millions of dollars in spokes of Schwinn bikes from the 70s.
Thrown away.
Thrown away. All right. So what else, Ryan, with Langford?
That was Wyatt Langford was the reason that we did that was my transition.
Thank you, Wyatt.
From 1 of 1 to our look for 1 of 1.
Now I'm going to go on the IL tomorrow with this Chris Bryant card.
Oh, wait. Why is it shaped like that?
It says to the moon, which is something he hasn't done in quite a while.
Look at Ryan. Look at Ryan's like, oh.
Well, you said what shaped like that. I was like, what do you mean shaped?
Look, it's
like
not.
that?
It's like round at the top.
That's actually kind of cool.
It
to
is.
the moon. Here's compared to
You know
another
what?
one.
You could totally trade that to Ryan.
Yeah.
Could totally trade that for the Green Monster.
Mike Trout.
Sure. Yeah,
He'll do it. He's doing
It's a
it.
pretty
Hey, they're both
basic
on the
trout.
DL. Who knows when they're going to be playing again? I'll trade my entire pack for the Green Monster.
Yep.
No.
Ryan.
No.
I want the Green Monster. All right, the Green Monster. Put it in the glass and face it to me and tease me with it.
Put
I
it
will
in
win
the,
that in some sort
Put
of
it in the dune bucket.
in the Dune bucket. Mini Dar, that would be cool, says Keith. Clemson outfits make them look like they're inside a prison. A little bit. All right, what's next? Should we go ahead and open post up? Let's, or no, wait, what are we going to do? Top 5?
Yeah.
We have 5 minutes.
Sure,
Let's
we can do that.
It's time for top 5. Ryan puts this together every week when Matt's here. We do it. Little trivia for Matt and I. We love it. Oh, boy.
So
Oh,
in the
Lord.
spirit of a cycle,
nice.
the most times hitting for a cycle in the career of
Well,
the
I was going to
player.
say Babe Herman, but okay, you already have that.
Naturally,
And
yeah.
Bob Musial.
Babe Herman, who played in the 30s.
Yeah. Along with Huey Jennings
Yeah.
from yesterday's program that I sent you a picture of. When he was, what did Huey Jennings have the record for? That we were laughing with Vonnie? Hit by pitches.
Yes.
Yeah. That was Don Baylor or Craig Biggio. All right. So what do we have here? Most times hitting for the cycle in a career.
Yes.
Ricky Henderson's an obvious guess.
I was
going to
say Ricky's got to be in there, right?
I don't think he hit. It's like he might have never even done it or something weird.
So there have been 29 players to hit for the cycle multiple times. There are 6 players to have done it this many times.
So is 2 one of the numbers? It's not 2.
Is it all the same?
These are all tied.
They're all
So
tied,
it's
so
all
it's
the
gotta be
same
3.
way. It is 3.
Okay, because
all
I know
3.
like Daryl Ward Jr. had a couple. It's not Daryl Ward Jr. He had like 2.
What about
He had one with the Astros and one with the Pirates.
What about Kirby Puckett?
All 3 of these guys have played or are still playing in the last 10 years.
What? Albert Poo? No, not. So there's the silhouette. The guy lifting his hat up. That looks like Miggy Cabrera, maybe.
Nope.
Last 10 years.
Oh my God.
The one lifting his helmet is a Hall of Famer.
And he's still playing, or is
No longer playing.
Larry Walker.
Nope.
Ah, damn
he's already a Hall of Famer?
it.
Yes.
I know. Well, he is a. Oh no, you said he is a Hall of Famer.
Yes. 3,000 hit club,
Ichiro.
477 home runs, 2-time Platinum Glove winner. Didn't like people touching his head.
Oh,
Adrian Beltre.
Beltre. Damn it. Adrian, he did not. And Cabrera would always rub his head. He didn't
So
like
would
his head.
Elvis Andrews, yeah.
Elvis Andrews, yeah.
That was his buddy.
Oh, that was, yeah. Okay. So, damn it.
I'm sure Miggy did it at
No,
some
Miggy
point.
did do it.
So the top
That's a great
the
question.
top
This is a
2
hard one.
are still currently playing.
Oh my God.
One is, I believe, hurt.
Chris Bryant. Yeah.
No. They are both on not with their first team.
Jesus.
So one won the league MVP in 2018. And one won a World Series in 2019.
One's Juan Soto. Who's on the Nationals that has 3 cycles?
Oh, Rendon. No, Bryce Harper.
He was included in a trade with Max Scherzer.
Jesus.
Oh, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner.
Trey Turner. And then, I had the other one. What was the hint you gave before that?
2018 league MVP.
No, I was going to say Arenado. Who won the MVP in 2018?
2-time batting champ.
Paul Goldschmidt. No.
Goldie's a good guess.
3-time Silver Slugger.
Joey Votto.
Not Joey Votto.
No,
That was what I was going to say.
Yeah, really.
Is in the NL Central.
Jesus. Brewers. Oh, Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
Wow. That was the best season of his career, bar none. Wow.
Yeah, then he got paid, and then, what happened?
Christian Yelich, Trey Turner, Adrian Beltre,
Wow.
Babe Herman, and Bob Musial have all done it since 1900.
That's a shocking stat that there aren't more players in the 70s and 80s when you had the artificial turf.
Yeah.
Like Royals,
And speed was a big part of the game.
Willie Wilson, like a Cardinal or a Royals not on there.
I'm trying to think of like triples hitters.
Yes. I remember Willie Wilson when I was a kid had like 15 to 20 triples a year.
Wow.
Because he'd hit the ball in a gap and it would just on the carpet. And
Now, my question, I know Charlie Blackmon has at least 1. Now, does he have 2 is my question, because that is the kind of stereotypical hitter that I was thinking about when we were trying to come up with these.
I'm pretty sure. I know the Ward. I know Gary Ward and Daryl Ward, or Gary Ward. They were the father-son with a cycle. So
Interesting.
All right, the alarm's going off and sound the graphic. It's time for picks. Punchline picks at 12:36. We have a jingle, Kathleen. Pretty cool, right? All right, we're going to get Kathleen after we give out some picks. What do you got for us, Matt and Everett?
All right, well, I got 2 plays. I know you're on one of them with me.
I am.
I got 3 plays, but 2 that
Let's start with the one we both
feel really good about. We're both on the Pirates.
I like Mitch Keller at home, 9-4.
That's a Tuesday tradition. Yeah, the Pirates have won their last 4 home starts when Mitch Keller has been on the mound.
He's their stopper.
He's got a 2.36 ERA and a whip of just over 1 at home. He's been great this year. You got the Pirates, a slight home favorite against Kyle Gibson, and the Cardinals. Yeah, I'll lay it with the Buccos.
And the Cardinals, who are always the thorn in the Pirate side.
Yep, and the Cardinals have been hot as of late.
Yeah.
Them and the Mets had a phenomenal month of June out of
I think
nowhere.
the Mets went 16-14. We were talking about.
No, they
it
went
yesterday.
16-8.
16-8.
16-8. I got
wins,
over 80.5, so that's something I'm keeping an eye on. So the money's slightly moving towards the Cardinals, actually, because this one opened at -120. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Buccos, and I think that they make a trade or 2 towards the deadline. I saw something with Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
But they have to give up Ashcroft or not. Bubba Chandler's untouchable.
Bubba Chandler.
Johnson.
Tamar Johnson and Ant Solamento off the board.
Solamento, no.
Can't touch them, but I'm going to go with the Pirates. I do think they make a move at the deadline for a bat. If they did make the move for Vladdy, they would have to try to re-sign him in the offseason. I don't think they're going to trade for a 1-year rental.
I thought they had one. I thought he has one more year next year. I think he has 1 year.
Christian Walker's the other name that I'm looking at for the Pirates, because they need a first baseman desperately and maybe one more outfielder for just a little bit of depth. Michael A. Taylor started out really well, but has just been kind of ever since.
Pete Alonso's out there, maybe.
I think so. The polar bear. He is at the end of his deal.
He'd be a good Pirate.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'm going to say 10-4, good buddy, because I'm also Mitch Keller's going to win and go 10-4.
I like it. Yeah, 10 wins before the All-Star break, maybe even 11 as we had been talking about.
I think so. I think he's going to be our rep. I think he and Skeens are the Pirates rep.
He did it last year too, so we'll see. My other one, I'm on Detroit. They are a slight favorite on the road in Minnesota against the fighting
Scooball's pitching,
Carlos
right?
Correa's. Yeah, Tariq Skubal, the lefty going. He's got the highest percentage of first pitch strikes among starting pitchers in Major League Baseball. He gets ahead early and goes after hitters. Minnesota has a tendency to really fall off the table offensively. There's some games where they are just anemic with the bat. You know, they'll score 0-1 runs for about 3 straight games in a row. And Detroit coming off of a win at home yesterday, on the road after an off day, which was yesterday. The win was 2 days ago. So I think Detroit's got a little bit of confidence. They've got their ace on the hill. And yeah, I'm going to lay it with Detroit. I'm also going to go Dodgers run line. I just think that they've got the chance here to, beat up on the Diamondbacks coming off of an off day. I laid it on the run line last week when they were playing against the White Sox and they won 3-2.
Okay.
So I'm going to hope for a 4-2 final today.
All right, mine's quick. Pirates. I like the Pirates and Keller getting his 10th win. Ryan, anything today?
I'm fading the Cubbies. I'm going with the Philadelphia Phillies at a plus price against Hayden Wishneski. I was trying to look at how the Phillies are coming off an off day.
Betting against your team.
I have not seen a loss coming off of an off day for the Phillies so far this season.
Really? Well, Andy Reid never loses after a bye week.
Yeah. I've got another note as well that involves the Red Sox. I forget the exact number, but it's either 0 or 1 wins this year in the first game of a series.
Whoa.
They are atrocious
That is a
to
good
start
one.
series. They're playing at Miami, though, so that may change.
It's a
Not
good
a
stat.
huge bettable angle, but the Red Sox are terrible in the first game of series.
So you're going against
So,
your Cubbies.
Yeah, the Phillies are 5-1 this season after an off day. Their first loss was June 21st in hosting the Diamondbacks. But
That's a
they were
bettable one.
in a homestand.
As
so.
you know, I'm not touching the Phillies again this year. At least for a month.
They're on
Stand-
the list.
burn me every time. I will go back to the Guardians or something like that. Real quick, Tim Anderson was DFA'd. Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Okay. But here's an interesting news story I just saw. Michael Thompson is disappointed that his son Klay Thompson picked the Mavericks over the Lakers. Just came out. He just said it on the radio.
He should really tell him about that instead of going to the media. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I've had that happen with my dad. He complains about me all the time to the media.
Does Tim Neverett have a baseball card? Asks Reno Paul.
No, but he does have a Wikipedia page, which is just as good.
There you go. I have one, and there's a lot of false on there. Okay. Anyway, we're going to show, it's 100 episodes ago, 100 shows ago. Go ahead, roll over 100 shows ago. It was the day after the Super Bowl. Me, Alex, Chris, Ryan, we were all here, and we watched right over there from booth 23. We had a booth reserved because, you know, we're big shots here at the South Point. And there was some great crowd reactions. It was packed. So 100 shows ago is looking back at the Super Bowl madness inside the sportsbook. Now, I anticipated it. I felt...
Oh, wow.
So here we go. Start recording. So that's the first touchdown of the game.
That play was awesome, by the way.
That made Parles
Yes.
hit his one prop more than 2
Unbelievable.
people to get completion.
Over a pass, yeah, or over a completion. Now, those guys right there were awesome. There's the whole sports book. A lot of Chiefs fans, a lot of people drinking. And there's a McCaffrey guy. He was good. Now, here is there. Okay.
MVS.
Now, see,
Jeff
not
had
as-
that as well.
Yeah, and not as loud for the Chiefs fans. There's definitely a Niners crowd
There's
here.
a
was.
Niners crowd here
Yeah.
yesterday. I was surprised.
Okay, so that's me running around like an idiot, people staring at me. And then
Chiefs just scored. This is what they do.
Okay, there we go. She was very excited. High five. Now, is this the final touchdown?
No,
No, not yet.
this
This
is the
is
Jawan Jennings catch.
11 and a half minutes.
whose catch?
Jawan Jennings catch.
Oh, Juwan. Yeah, what a game this guy almost.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh.
Now he would.
If
he
they
would've won
win,
MVP.
he gets the MVP.
Yeah, and it was 40. He was in the field, right? There was
Yeah.
no bet for Jawan Jennings that none of us had ever heard of, hardly. But Jeff Parles had him scoring a touchdown.
No,
Oh,
and
Scanlon.
yeah.
He's a Chiefs fan.
But Jennings is the first player since Nick Foles to have a passing and receiving
Oh, no
Yeah.
way.
touchdown
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
since
Super
the
Bowl.
Phillies-
Only the
special.
second player ever to do that.
Yeah.
in a
Wow.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
There we go. I mean, I'm telling you, you couldn't find a seat there. There's that guy. Never moved the whole game. And then here, this is the winner, right? Here we go, overtime. Thank you, Ryan, for adding these graphics. I mean, this guy's wide
Oh,
open.
yeah.
And by the way, didn't even know he won the Super Bowl. I don't even think half the fans knew what was going on. People are like, wait, the game's over? I'm like, yeah, that's it. Anyway, it was a blast.
It really was a lot of fun.
Oh, my
a
God.
lot of fun.
That was, I'm telling you, got to come down to the
was a lot
South
of
Point for a
fun.
big event.
Yeah.
That was a great time. We sat right out there. It was a blast. Wait, real quick. Oh, Gary Arlitz from the ballpark here in Las Vegas says Matt Neverett has been DFA'd as well. Matt, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Well, I'm gonna request a trade to Sports by the Book.
Been DFA'd. All right. As promised, a very funny lady is stopping by. I met this woman a couple months ago down at the Copa, I believe.
Yes.
She had me booked down at an Italian restaurant. It was a great time. And she's back. We've been trying to get her on the show. She was moving. We finally have her here. She's here to promote her show this weekend, 4th of July weekend in town at Ellis Science. Kathleen Dunbar.
Look at that.
Kathleen.
Oh, thank you for having me. Actually,
Thank
I
you.
was just wandering by
Yeah.
in the casino,
Yeah.
saw the red lights, saw Hot Matt here, so I thought I'd come in for some hot action.
Wait, what? What's he get the $10 for?
What will $10 get me?
Whatever you want.
All right. Thanks for having me on the show.
What is happening here? Wait. She thinks we're in Amsterdam. What is going on?
I got DFA to Amsterdam.
Matt, hold on to that
Where's
$10.
the red lights?
Yeah,
What do you
exactly.
think that means?
Well,
Action. There's action here.
but that's perfect in the sports book.
Yes,
Action.
action.
I was dancing in the window and she was walking by. Yeah.
Could we see those dance moves, by the way?
Maybe if you come by.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go. You made $10. So
There's a little extra gas money in there
Yeah.
for you. If you
Hey, this economy. Yeah.
Now, Kathleen, you look like $1 million here. It's 4th of July week.
I'm all cash.
I love
had
it.
an appointment this morning, so I'm very casual.
You look great, but it's very
It's 4th of
patriotic.
July week.
It
you
is.
gotta put the red on. You want to see my red panties?
Yeah. Well, I have $10. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, I can give you an Aussie Albies card, and we'll make it a deal.
That's worth
Actually,
$10.
it's a thong, and I'm hoping someone can find it.
Oh my God!
I put it on in '86. And
Now, where were you born and raised? What city?
Milwaukee.
You're a Milwaukee.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Okay, so are you a cheesehead? You're a Packers, Brewers. You follow
Well,
sports?
I really loved baseball when I was younger. We used to go to opening day. It would be
Yeah.
cold, it'd be snowing, but it was a party fest.
Yes.
You know, you get to the bar and you get on the bus, start drinking at 6 a.m.
Naturally.
and then you take the bus to the game, and it was just a great time. But, you know, then the Brewers so disappointed us in '82. And
Yes.
I just slowly got away from baseball. And I'm so tired of the Packers. I hate to admit it, but I'm a huge Kansas City Chiefs fan for the last few years.
Been
Wow,
a,
you
been a good
switched
couple
your,
years.
Yeah, you
Well,
switched your allegiance at the right time.
My fiance is from Kansas City,
Okay.
so I've actually been like 10 years now, liking the Chiefs and really liking them. Last 2 years.
Now here's the thing. Ryan, our producer over there, he's a big Chicago Bears fan. So go ahead and say the word. Say Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers
Suck.
He has to say it. He's programmed. It's programmed in him.
You're the Bears. That's so cute.
Oh, that's the
so
Cubs.
cute. Yes, you do. Of course you do. The Bears are good Bears. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
We predict big things from the Bears. We're going to see him on HBO's Hard Knocks, by the way. That'll
Oh
be
my
exciting.
God, that's what they said before the. Why am I'm having a brain fart. Right
No, that's
now.
all
The
right.
draft?
That's what. No,
It's
yeah.
They got
cheese
killed.
in
No,
the
it
head.
just was. My friend is calling. I gotta
Might be some more money.
No,
in it for him.
the Bears have just been.
Yeah.
I mean, it hasn't been since
85.
like the refrigerator.
Yeah, refrigerator pair in
Right?
85 when they won the Super Bowl.
Jim McMahon?
Won the Super Bowl.
Won the Super Bowl.
The
yeah.
Super Bowl.
Oh, they've been to the Super
The
Bowl.
Super Bowl hustle, is that what that called?
Super
They
Bowl
had a
Shuffle.
Yeah.
Shuffle. That's what it was.
I'm not here to start no trouble. I'm just here to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
Yeah.
Almost as
Who was
good
the
as
guy
the,
that always had the sunglasses on the court?
Jim
Jim
McMahon.
McMahon.
Yeah,
Jim
there you go.
McMahon.
Almost
Yeah.
as good as the Big Blue Wrecking Crew.
Oh, the Bears have just been. I actually was rooting for the Bears the last couple of years because it was like it's like watching an old guy fall down on the ice. You know, you go, you got to make it this time. You got to get from the driveway to the car this time without falling, please.
Now, did you start stand up in Milwaukee, or where did you start doing?
I started in Milwaukee in 1999.
Okay.
It was like May, and it was like February. I'm trying to remember the 4th. I think it was.
I
a
was on May
Thursday
4th.
night.
Yeah, everyone remembers their first time.
I went to an open mic, and 3 weeks later, I was opening for Emo Phillips in a 5-star club.
Oh,
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Yeah, and 3 years later, I moved here.
Oh, you've been here that long. Okay.
I've been here 22 years.
Wow. I opened
I
for.
was 4.
You're fine. I worked with Emo and Judy Tenuta the same week in Columbus, Ohio, and they were
they
dating.
married then? Oh.
They were like just dating or something, and it was like they didn't want people to know. So the owner, I was having lunch by the club at the Columbus Funny Bone, and the owner goes, "Hey, can you run this over when you go to the condo? They had their own room, whatever. Can you drop this off to Emo?" So I knocked on the door. Emo opens the door, and Judy Tenuta walked by in her underwear in the back and didn't know. She's like, "Oh my God, Emo, shut
That's
the door!"
hysterical.
And so that night when I saw her, she's like, "You saw me in my panties." And then she was later on Street Smarts, and she was a lovely woman.
I opened for her at Summerfest in Milwaukee.
So great.
She was terrified
Oh,
to go out on stage. She was so nervous about it. And I'm like, you're this huge star.
I
Why
know.
are you? And then, of course, she goes out and she absolutely
Yeah.
destroyed and crushed.
with the accordion. By the way, after the show, stay on YouTube. Look up Judy Tenuta and her accordion. Some
Adorable.
fantastic stuff. And Emo Phillips, tremendous as well. So this
Yeah.
weekend, you're playing where?
I play, it's called the Front Yard,
Yeah.
which is a bar in Ellis Island.
Which I love, Ellis. I've karaoke'd there. I've eaten ribs there.
They
Yeah.
just renovated a lot of it, right? Certain areas of it, yeah.
They have. And I've not been in this Front Yard yet, but I know the guy that works with them, and he said they
Not
want to
been
do
in the front
comedy.
yard yet.
He goes, let's do a comedy night.
Yeah.
We did it about a month ago with another comic. And
Okay.
I guess it went really, really well. So
Okay.
they said, when are you available? I go, the only week I'm available is this week.
There you
It had
go.
to So we tied it in, and I'm really looking forward to it.
And that's what day? That's
Friday night,
Friday
9
night.
o'clock, Friday night, day after 4th of July.
Well, I have a question for you. So the show starts at 9. There will be fireworks probably still going off on Friday night everywhere.
I'm sure somebody didn't think about that.
Yeah, I was just because you're going to be outside. There will be fireworks. So
Yeah.
prep some firework jokes.
Yeah. But I guess you can get tickets on I just had it. Now I lost it. It's
Well, you can
called,
go to your website or your social media to find out.
That would be good.
You
She's
should
like,
do that.
damn, that's a good idea.
You should do that, folks.
That's a good idea.
See, I could never play there because normally people are sneaking me in through the back door, so I could never go into the front yard like that.
No, it's actually called. Oh my gosh, what is? Oh, ticket sauce.
Ticket sauce.
I sound like
That's
a mafia.
That's a
guy.
new one.
Ticket sauce.
Go to ticket
Vinny.
sauce.
Or do you call it ticket gravy? Vinny, ticket sauce.
Oh, they're Italian.
I'm sure tickets at the door will be available.
Sure.
They have phenomenal food there from what I've.
The rib. I'm telling you, the ribs.
Yes.
It is
Yeah.
a rib specialty of theirs. Wait, it's
And
a
their
specialty.
beers are cheap. Like if you go to any other casino, like if you want to go out on a Friday night
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
casino, the beers are like really cheap.
Ellison's a great spot.
Ellison's
South
good.
Point beer, always cheap too, as well. One point out. Kathleen, we do a thing called Post with Punchlines where we kind of have some funny. We want you to sit in with us and comment on them and check them out. But we have to sound the horn. We have to. Someone has to yell, "Sound the horn." No, you can, or you can yell, "Sound the horn."
Excuse me.
Say, "Sound the horn." That thong got caught.
Yeah.
Why would I say sound the horn?
Because then it plays a horn.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like when horses race, they have post time and they play
Sound
the
the
horn.
horn.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
got that
there we
horn.
go.
And that's actually Matt Neverett. He's very talented. It's him playing the horn.
Yep. Yep. Man of many talents.
He's got those strong lips.
I thought you were going to say lungs.
Blow on that trumpet. All right, we're starting off, Ryan. What's the first post with punchlines today?
Well, we were talking about basketball, talking about the Lakers. It was announced this morning that Bronny is signing a guaranteed rookie contract, meaning that he will have a spot on the Lakers roster.
Jeez.
Who would have seen that coming?
So, are you aware of this Bronny James? It's LeBron's kid.
I can't hear him.
Oh, you can't hear him? Oh, yeah.
They signed the kid.
Yeah, they signed
the
his son. They
team.
drafted him.
And I've heard that the kid is not that good.
He's not great. And also, he had a heart attack last year at like 19.
A little
so,
kid had a heart attack?
Yeah.
Before the season started, yeah.
Yeah. Someone gave him $10 and it shocked him and he had a heart attack. And
I got a
the
better heart
woman
than
that was
Bronny.
in red, white, and blue.
Get a
and-
helmet and grow up.
So anyway, yeah, so he's going to be playing with his dad. Is that cool? That sounds kind of cool, right?
It's the first father-son combo to ever play together in
In the NBA.
NBA history, and I think there's a reason for that.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to picture that poor coach trying to coach the kid.
Right.
And LeBron walks up and go, "What the hell did you say to my kid?"
I didn't realize you did impressions. That was LeBron
There we
James,
go.
ladies and gentlemen. You're going to do that at the Ellis Island?
I am.
You're going to bust out of
Not.
LeBron James?
Noah Garden Schwartz, and now her doing impressions on the show. I'm still
Want me to-
laughing at his Ray
Want me to
Noah
do
did the
Robin
Raymond
Yount?
on him.
I'm sorry.
What about Robin Yount?
Want me to do Robin
Yeah.
Yount
Yes.
impression?
Good.
No, I was kidding.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is going to be awesome. What do we have next?
So
Oh,
it, was,
no.
it was announced over the weekend.
Oh, no.
We kept this in. We kept it in. Here we go.
DeJounte Murray was traded from the Hawks
Took me a while to get this.
to the Pelicans. So the
get this,
New
Matt?
Orleans
I do.
paper, the sports section of the New Orleans paper titled it "From a Hawk to a Pelican."
Now,
From a what?
From a Hawk to a
No.
Pelican.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, you sent this to me, and I wrote you back. I'm like, it's a newspaper. I don't get it. Kathleen, are you aware of this Haktua girl?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I think if he was in high school and he went from a hawk to a pelican,
Right.
he wouldn't have lunch money for the next 5 years.
Well, at least he didn't go from a hawk to a swallow. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, hey!
good night, everybody.
He's out.
Live and event every show. All right. So anyway, someone very clever at the New Orleans paper, Ryan caught it. I missed it. It went over my head yesterday, and then he pointed out from a hawk to a pelican.
I mean, the memes are funny.
Yes.
The joke was funny. The original video was funny.
Yes.
I just don't know how it's had this kind of staying power.
Because,
a
I
joke
agree.
in the
I don't
vernacular.
because she's a cute girl, and everyone made memes, and now she finally did a sit-down interview. And it turns out she wasn't her preschool teacher, was fired. She works at a spring shop. Boing!
You made the joke.
Good night,
yeah.
everybody. Okay. Anyway, she's gonna make $1 million. They're like, so are you gonna do like podcasts? She's like, yeah, merch deal and podcasts and maybe move to LA or New York. She's probably gonna get. Did she get signed to an agency already? I think.
I'm not sure.
A
It's really-
sit-down interview. Who did she sit down on?
Hey! Montage. We got footage for next week already, Drew Dog. Yeah. So anyway, she's gonna be rich, and they showed her a picture of David Portnoy in the interview, and do you think he's hot? And she's like, who is he? And they're like, he's worth, I don't know, $1 billion or whatever. But they're like, do you like older men? She's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. All right, that was brilliant. I'm glad you saved it, Ryan. Next up.
So now moving to the WNBA, someone that will be playing in Las Vegas tonight.
What?
Is Caitlin Clark. Her, Nafisa Collier, and Brianna Stewart are the only players in the WNBA this season to be ranking in the top 20 of points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, steals per game, and blocks per game. So they are all true stat sheet stuffers.
So this game, how many people hold at this T-Mobile Center, by the way?
I think it's like 18, 19,000.
And it's pretty much sold out.
Oh, yeah, it's been sold out.
And it's because of her. Do you follow the WNBA at all? We have the Aviators in town, 2-time champs.
Aces.
Never heard of it.
Oh, the Aces. I call them.
No, I'm kidding. They're really taking off right now. They're really getting popular.
Back-to-back champs.
But there's one I do not watch. I'm horrible.
Okay.
I work at night.
I know, exactly. We work at nights.
Thanks, Keith. You work at night, Kathleen. Yell it out. So there's one girl player that's just.
Yeah, that's her on the bottom left there.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. She was became a legend at the University of Iowa. She got drafted #1 by the Indiana Fever. And all these games this season so far that have been scheduled for smaller arenas, they're moving to bigger ones because little girls and people want to see her play.
She's selling tickets. And they didn't put her on the Olympic team.
They didn't put her on the Olympic team. There was some controversy about that.
Yeah.
But she sells tickets. So I'm going to go ahead and announce now. She is on the bill at Ellis Island this weekend with Kathleen Dunbar. So go to Ticket Sauce. She will be there.
Making some scores.
She will be there. She'll help the sales. What else do you have about Kathleen? Or what else do you have about Caitlin Clark?
Well, speaking of that, she said.
And it says not good enough for the Olympics.
Thank you for confusing us. I know we look a lot alike.
We got the ponytail.
So, yeah, not good enough for the Olympics. Last month, in the month of June, Caitlin Clark averaged 15 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game, and 7.2 assists per game. She joins Sabrina Ionescu and Alyssa Thomas as the only players in WNBA history to average those numbers across a single month. She has also done it now. She's averaged 15, 5, and 5 as a rookie in May and June. And the rest of WNBA history combined, rookies have only done that twice.
Wow.
I say we put her against LeBron's kid.
Yeah.
Wow. There you now, wait a second. Who's a more complete basketball player right now?
I think we know the answer to
I
that.
think we'd all draft Caitlin Clark.
She would
High
smoke
five,
it.
another half. Don't leave her hanging. She gave you $10.
Damn it.
Blow the horn? Is that what I'm supposed
Yeah,
to do?
Yeah.
Now, comedy comes in threes. She's going to do one more high five at some point before the end of the show.
So I'm just going to keep it up.
By the way, Joey B.
For you.
Joey B is watching. Kathleen is in all caps Kathleen is every Jersey mother that yells in the background while you're on a phone call.
That's the nicest thing anyone has said to me. Thank you.
Ma, the meatloaf.
Kids today don't understand.
Ticket sauce.
Kids don't understand the mom on the phone background with the cell phones. They don't understand the cord. They don't understand, I got it. Hang up. They don't get that. We had a football phone. We had a Sports Illustrated football phone in the back bedroom.
God.
Yeah, that was the back phone. Sounded like crap. There you go, Ryan. When the Dodgers won the 2020 World Series, Ryan still needed a permission slip for his parents to go to a museum.
Sounds about right.
I think Paul missed on that one.
Well, he was,
I think Paul's on suspension for 1 minute.
It was because he said that my parents weren't even born when the Bears did the Super Bowl
Oh,
shuffle.
all right. I apologize, Paul. You're back on the show.
Well, but they were.
All right. What do we have next?
So now going to baseball.
The sketchy dad.
We talked about, James Wood making his debut yesterday. Over the weekend, a Rocky made his debut, and his dad was able to be at the game. Yes. Eric Shunk is the dad. His son made his debut in Chicago against the White Sox.
Right.
Aaron Shunk, I believe is his name. And so he didn't end up getting a hit. But the dad did draw the stadium.
Look at that.
From behind home plate.
I've seen pictures of these in his journey through the minor leagues.
Yeah?
The dad, I don't know if he's an artist or what, but he does these all the time.
Now, Kathleen, did anyone ever sketch like you on stage or performing or anything like that? Never. We need to get that. Maybe
there was a naked one of me back in the 70s.
What? What are you
talking?
talking?
That was way before I did stand up. That was more of a laid down sketch.
Wait, why do I feel like this is a real thing you're
French
talking
girl
about?
From
yeah,
Titanic.
like Titanic.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
This really happened?
Yeah.
Who was the sketcher?
The dad.
It was that guy.
Yeah.
It was the
Shunk.
You don't want to talk about him?
Just some guy. I don't remember his name.
That was a big line.
I wasn't naked, though. I'll just say that it wasn't naked, but it was very suggestive. Can we get back?
Yeah, we'll go back to sports. All right. By the way, I just want to point out the best thing about that thing is that player's Instagram handle is the real Slim Shunky, which is just great.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, the real Slim Shunky, not the real Slim Shady, the real Slim Shunky. All right, what do we got? Rocks in the Sox.
So still sticking with the Rockies in that series against the White Sox. They joined the Rockies in 2019 as the only two teams in the modern era of baseball in which a team has won the game while having 6 or fewer hits and striking out more than 20 times. They did it against the Red Sox in 2019 and the White Sox this past weekend. So the Rockies have a thing for doing this against Sox.
And both in 5-4 finals.
Yeah.
How about that?
In extras.
Wow, both times.
Kathleen, what's your take on that one?
Oh, no.
By the way, Keith Lyle, who's in the studio, said the dad was so bored watching the game, he sketched the stadium. It could have been. It was the White Sox Rockies. Who the hell wants to watch that game?
His kid didn't get a hit.
His kid didn't get a hit. He's like, this kid's a loser. All right, so where are we going next, Ryan?
So this one's a Jay Kuda stat.
Our man Jay Kuda.
He combined the entire American League and the entire National League and put together their win-loss records. The entire AL
How is this possible?
is 633 wins and 633 losses.
What?
The entire National League is 631 wins and
Wow.
631
What are-
losses.
How is that that just
That
seems...
means it's even.
It's parity. This is what the commissioner wants, I guess. I don't know. No great teams is what we're saying. I don't know.
Not yet.
Not yet.
They're gonna separate from the trade
Second
deadline
half,
on. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Some teams are gonna buy, others are gonna sell, and you'll see a little bit more top and bottom heavy in both leagues.
Very.
Now
very
you're
strong.
talking.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, Kathleen, this one, this is an excellent one here. Oh, the title, Ryan titled it Paul Blart Approved.
Yeah.
Did Paul Blart eat chicken?
Paul Blart,
He's a mall cop.
who is played by
I know.
Kevin
Sean Payton.
Oh, Kevin James, right.
Kevin James.
By the way, I was on the Sony lot. I'm dropping names. I was hosting a pilot for a game show, and one room there was scripts for the original Paul Blart comedy. Like they were going to have a reading there, and my friend took one. He's like, "Oh, it's from Happy Gilmore Productions." He goes, "Let's take it." And I'm like, "Well, they're obviously doing a reading, and I don't know if the scripts were numbered. Probably not for a Paul Blart movie, but anyway." So I was ahead of the Paul Blart train way before it happened. Knew all about it. Okay, what do we got here? So anyway, Kevin James was talking concessions.
Yeah, so he's the king of Queens, big Mets fan. But he was at the Yankee game, or I guess commented on the Yankees post of their newest item at Yankee Stadium, which is a bowl of chicken tenders and fries on top of a soda cup.
Genius.
So soda, chicken tenders, fries for a price of...
I know. Take it, Kathleen. What would you think Yankee Stadium would charge for that?
Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
Chicken tenders probably $22. Another fries, another 12.
It's all one
And
price.
the Coke is probably 15.
So you're thinking like $40.
$40.
Matt, do you know the price of this?
I heard you saying it before the show. I don't remember the number, but
The
it's
honesty of Matt Neverland.
It is surprisingly
surprisingly low.
Yeah.
Brian, tell them how much.
$20.
$20.
Wow.
Not bad at all.
That is but well, you paid $800 for your seat, so
Yeah.
they're giving you a little break.
They're giving away the obesity for cheap after the fact. Yeah.
But also, it took society way too long to create the cup that has a bowl on top, because when you're trying to eat chicken and you have a drink, some genius, I don't know who it was, said, put the bowl on top of the cup, big long damn ass straw. And there you go. You're eating and drinking out of, you only
My
need
favorite
one
kind
hand,
of straw.
and the other hand you can clap.
I understand you can balance that, but somebody needs to invent that.
I think is it locked on? I think it's locked in.
Well, then you wouldn't be able to get soda in it.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
soda has a straw. How's it going to get? Are you going to?
It comes up. There's a hole.
Yeah, there's a hole in the middle of the
Yeah.
bucket that the straw goes
The
through.
future is now, Kathleen. That's it.
I can die now. This is so exciting.
It's the most amazing invention of all time. Congratulations, Yankees, on that.
'Cause I know the Knights game. It's ridiculous for something to eat in a beer.
Oh, I remember going to my very first one in 2019, and I remember going with my brother. We got 2 pieces of pizza, 2 beers. It was $50.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I love this. Then you buy it, and then they do this. Here you go. Turn around. Here's a screen. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to tip you from handing me.
You know, if you do,
Oh, yeah.
if you put a
Tip-
negative amount, it actually makes the total value cheaper.
Wait a second. Hold on. Is this Ryan shaking his
Yeah,
head?
no,
No.
you should try.
Hold
it.
on.
You should try it the next time. Yeah,
So you go to tip and you do mine. How do you do negative?
you find a way.
Find a way.
Like,
Jeff Goldblum over here. It
finds
finds
a
a
way.
way. Wait, what's that? Did you just do the same thing? Oh my God, Ryan and I, we just did it. We've been working together for 187 shows, and we just did a Jurassic Park joke together. Another montage clip. So Matt is telling you how to scam the.
Not
Stadium.
not a financial advisor.
Not
Not financial advice.
Well, you do have an extra $10 that you've made today.
Hey,
so
I earned
Well,
that.
Matt, if you go to the hockey game with me, you don't have to.
Oh, there you go. All right, Ryan. What else do we have? Or was that it?
That was.
That was it. All right. We have a lot to recap here, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going into the tap room, Ann? Okay. Well, I'll recap other things. You got to see Kathleen this weekend.
Got to see
very,
Friday
very funny.
night, 9 o'clock. Big show. I'm doing like an hour. It's going to be
Oh, my
fantastic
God.
with Jimmy McMurrin. And I think there's another comedian that's coming in doing a spot. And I'm a horrible human being. And I can't remember his name.
All right. Let me know how it goes. I would love to get.
It's going to be great. Ellis Island, right on Koval and Flamingo.
And if you can't make it, if that show sells out, which it will on Ticket Sauce, I'll be doing stand-up my front yard. Come by. I'll have the dogs out. We'll do some jokes.
Hey, you guys.
And by the way, nobody asked me, so I'm going to shove this in. Yes,
What was yes?
I believe in UFO.
Yeah.
I forgot. Have you seen one or you
On
did?
Fremont Street.
Yeah. They're sitting there in the little circles busking.
For $5, you get a picture with them.
There you go. I mean,
Or you
can
get to kick him in the nuts. One or the other.
I saw that guy. There's a guy you can kick in the nuts. Keith, how's that going for you? It's going well, right? He's up to like $30-40 a night. Then there's just the big gorilla. I always just see the big gorilla down there.
There's a Michael Jackson guy that freaks me out.
Yeah, and they keep them in circles now. Now
They have to.
I used to film that. We did a lot of Street Smarts down on Fremont Street. They could roam wherever they went, usually right in a shot that we were doing. Now they keep them inside that circle.
It's a little safer nowadays on Fremont.
You should put those circles in your yard.
Yeah,
in your front
there we go.
yard.
That'll be
And
it.
then you can have people come and do stand up in your front yard.
You
Get
know,
the paint ready.
Front yard, Ellis Island, Friday night, 9 o'clock.
That's the show you want to go see
Show
this
up.
week.
Tickets will be for sale at the door.
There you go.
Tickets.
Ellis Island. By the way, one of my favorite hotels. All right. So, Ann, do we have the tap room? Right? Oh, there it
There we
is. Fill that
go.
beer up right
Wow.
now. Tips and picks, the tap room, ladies and gentlemen. What's on tap for today? Matt and I both like the Pirates at minus 130 approximately over the Cards at home in Pittsburgh. Watch Mitch Keller get his 10th win, excuse me. Matt, you liked what else?
I'm on the Dodgers. I'm on Detroit, and I really would like that beer that's on the side.
That looks good.
Well, you got $10. You
Refreshing.
can walk over there. You could probably buy one for everybody,
Get a good
right?
couple of those, yeah.
Yeah, probably buy a couple here at South Point.
Yeah.
What else? That's our picks, right? That was all our picks right there. Everybody, great job. Kathleen, we've been wanting to get you in here for a long time.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for
Tremendous.
your patience with it. Thank you.
Please, this has probably been one of my favorite shows we've ever done. This has been a lot of fun today. We will be back tomorrow with Alex White and Ryan and I. And what else?
Hump Day Homers.
Hump Day Homers tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please, the links are in the description below. Come over, subscribe, watch the show. Go see Kathleen on Friday.
Thank you,
Outstanding job in the chat room. Keith, Paul, Minidar, JR, Paul, Dean Hilt, everyone, all the punchies. Did I miss anybody? Tommy, Lucky. Thank you, buddy. All right, punchlines. You know what line stands for? Live in Nevada every show.